5 months ago, I did one of the biggest trade deals of my life with a 15-year-old named Jack. Today, I'm looking back at that deal 5 months later to see who won. My name is Jeff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies, and at night, I invest in sports cars. Join me and my team as we help you profit from the hobby we all love. eBay is here for the card collectors with a trick for every trade, like advanced tools for price checking with Price Guide Beta within the eBay app, and up to 50% faster listing with Image Scan. Learn how collecting just got smarter at ebay.com/trading hub.
15, 16 years old.
No.
With an unbelievable collection of cards making giant deals.
How you doing, man? Jack, if you want to show me some cards, I'll show you maybe we'll do even trade or something. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to what I think is going to be a fun episode. I don't know what to expect because I haven't gone back and looked at this trade that I did in the last 5 months, but I'm going to look at it today and in real time let you know what I think about it. It was 5 months ago that I went to my first card show post-pandemic. Of course, I'd gone to a bunch of card shows before the pandemic, but then the pandemic shut everything down for a long time. And I finally got an opportunity to go to a card show again at the beginning of May. And that first card show that I went to was down in Miami, Florida. And it was at that card show that I met a 15-year-old named Jack, who had an absolutely incredible collection and also had an incredible mind for sports cards. This kid is brilliant. And we met at that show and we did a trade deal together. We captured it all on video, and it has gone on to be one of the most popular videos of all time on this channel with a few 100,000 views. So many of you have probably seen it, but even if you haven't, we're gonna go back and watch a little bit of it today, and I'm gonna watch it for the first time in 5 months, and I'm gonna see what happened in this trade and whether it worked out well for me or whether young Jack got the best of me. We're gonna see what happens. So my team has loaded it onto this iPad here. I'm gonna let you know if I won this thing or if I lost this thing. Let's go. Holland Gold?
Yeah, I picked up Jordan.
Oh yeah, we're just casually laying down in 1986 Fleer Jordan BGS 9 on the table. Like it's, oh yeah, this is just one of my many pickups at the show today. Okay, this dude's a baller. I better be sharp and ready for this trade.
That's a rare card. It's very low.
In a 10. Would you consider trading that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pull this Dwayne Wade out of his box and I'm immediately attracted to it because I think Dwayne Wade is honestly a little bit of an undervalued, underrated player. He was part of that incredible 2003 rookie class alongside guys like LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony and Chris Bosh. And he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be going into the Hall of Fame soon. And his cards, I feel like they got a lot of room to go up. This guy is somebody who's going to remain very, very relevant in the basketball world for years to come now that he's moved into ownership. He's also got a great personality and a great business mind. And what I pulled out of Jack's box was his 2002 Finest Refractor card. So that is actually his first rookie card ever. For it's 2002, it was a redemption card. It's a refractor, it's PSA 10. It's extremely low population. I think it's like a population of 13. So that card right away caught my eye. A LeBron sold for 23 in a 9.5. I'm just trying to get some sort of, you know, and then what is a normal 9.5 of that sell for? 49.3 in a normal 9.5. So what kind of multiple is that? That's about so is that about 7, 8x. So yeah, we go through this long, tedious process of trying to create a value for these cards. It's hard to price out cards that don't have recent comps because they're really, really low pop cards. But a couple of ways you can do it is you can try to find, in this case, this was a Dwayne Wade refractor card. So I'm looking for sales of his non-refractors that are more recent, and then looking at what a typical multiplier is between a non-refractor and a refractor. I'm also then looking at what LeBron's refractor sales have been recently, since he was part of that same draft class, and I'm looking at what a typical multiplier is between Dwayne Wade and LeBron. So it's a little bit of roundabout math, but it's all settling in to give me a fairly accurate price estimate on what this Dwayne Wade card might actually be worth. Do you follow my math there? I know it's somewhat fuzzy math, right? Just because if there's another way you want to comp it, we can try to comp it a different way. Look, it's important to be accurate though, right? It's important to take the time whenever you're doing a trade deal to spend the time to try to find comps, even on cards that are low pop, to try to assess the value somehow so you can walk into the trade knowing what the value of a card is. And for me, whenever I do a trade, it's important that it be fair for both sides. I don't want a situation where I'm taking advantage of the other person, and I don't want a situation where I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. And the one thing with sports cards is everything has a price that you can figure out if you put in the time to look at comps of other similar cards. So if you do the homework, you can make sure that nobody's being taken advantage of, and that is the most important thing to me when doing a trade deal, for both sides to feel like they're being taken care of. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm interested in doing it for the Wade, but I do feel like the Acuna is a little more valuable.
Maybe I can put Acuna in there. I don't know.
Like
I'm not trying to like Acuna base.
Like a base back in it to add some value. I'd rather, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather have some other stuff. I like those cards. Those are good cards. I actually don't own any Brady. So those are.
That's a mistake.
That's a mistake. Look at Jack giving me the damn business, man. Jack's telling me that not owning any Brady is a mistake for me. Hey, you know what? Jack is right. I should own Brady, right? I've not been a big Brady collector. I personally, ever since he beat my Falcons with that ridiculous second half comeback in the Super Bowl, I can't really bring myself to own many Brady cards. But from an investment standpoint, Jack's absolutely right. Brady stuff's done great, continues to go up. Oh, I know it's a mistake. I 100% agree with you. That's a mistake. You have any Mahomes you'd be willing to consider? You'd consider that one? All right, so now Jack brings out a Mahomes card that I've got some interest in. So now I'm really starting to like this trade. I like the fact that I can pick up a nice Dwayne Wade and I can pick up a really nice Mahomes, both pretty low pop stuff. The only question is, what am I gonna have to give up in return? I know he likes my Acuna, but what else is it gonna take to get this done? A little over value. You like Kyler Murray at all? Kyler Murray doesn't do it for you? Okay, hold on now, Jack. Kyler Murray doesn't do it for you? Have you been watching what the guy's been doing this season? You gave me a little bit of business about not investing in Tom Brady. I'm gonna give you a little bit of business for not trading with me this day for some of those Kyler Murray cards, because I brought a sick Kyler Murray collection to trade at this card show. In retrospect, I'm glad Jack didn't try to pull those out to trade for. I'm pretty happy I still own those Kyler Murrays today. That one I just got for 12. The last sale on eBay was like 13.1. And that one I just got for, well, I got both of these together for 20. What's that?
If we could do something with these two somehow.
All right, so now Jack is after one of my Kobe cards that I had just picked up earlier in the show. One of Kobe's refractors that was super low pop count. I really liked the card, but I also really liked what Jack had. So I said, okay, if this has got to become part of the deal, let's see if we can get this done. Yeah, I think this might be upwards of probably 25. That's around 10, yeah.
I think that's more like 7K.
Okay, that's fine. 17.
This is like, these are both like only like $500.
So that's 18. So I mean, if you're willing to throw something else at to get the value up for 25, I would trade those for you. All right, so now we're getting somewhere. We know that Jack wants that Kobe card and he wants my Acuna card. He's willing to give me that Dwayne Wade. He's willing to give me that Mahomes, but he's got to throw a little more in to make this a value that I'm willing to trade for, to make this more of an even deal.
Super short print.
Yeah. I think that's like 35 to 4,000 or something like that.
And a 9.5 probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
I
he's
believe, I believe a
on
10.
a tip.
I believe a 10 went for like 6, north of 6.
Yeah, 10's impossible.
All right, so now Jack's trying to throw some soccer cards into this deal to make the deal work for me. And I don't know a ton about the soccer card market, at least I didn't back in May. I've learned a little more about it today, but I call in my guy Doug to advise on the deal. Doug's telling me some of these cards he's throwing out here, Haaland, Mbappe, these are some good cards to be getting as part of this trade, so I'm liking where this is all going. But
I would say this is like 75, which is super undervalued.
Okay.
I'd say this is 10, but it'll come back up when the season starts. This is like 3. This is like 3,500. That's like 500 and 500. It's like right there. So like 1,000. I'll say 8,000, 18, 21, 24. That's where I'd say that's at.
all right, we're getting close to a deal here, but I feel like I probably need a little more to make this work for me, especially since I'm giving up such a low population Kobe Bryant refractor card. So I'm gonna push a little harder, see if I can get something more, and then see if we can finalize this deal.
For 35, 3, 10, that's 16.5, 7, that's
23.5. I'll do it. I'll do it. You good? Awesome. Jack, it's been nice dealing with you, my man. You are an awesomely impressive 15-year-old man. Congrats on all the success you've had. And there we go. We got our deal done. Jack and I got our deal done. I was happy with the deal. He was happy with the deal. But the question is now, 5 months later, how did the deal turn out for both of us? So I'm gonna write these cards down that we traded. I'm gonna look them up in Market Movers right now. Let's see how both of us have fared 5 months later from this trade. All right, so I've tabulated all of the current values of those cards using Market Movers. Now the whole sports card market has gone down some since we did that trade deal back at the beginning of May. At that time, we were both trading each other about $25,000 worth of card value. Today, I think the two cards that I traded Jack, the Acuna and the Kobe, are probably worth about $18,000 combined. And I think that the cards that Jack traded me, the 6 cards, I think those cards are probably worth about $19,000 combined. So it's still a pretty even deal. Some of those cards have gone down. A couple of them actually went up, specifically the Haaland card that Jack traded me. That one's actually gone up a bit, as has a couple of the Brady cards. But then other cards like the Mahomes card has lost quite a bit of value. And I think the Dwayne Wade card has lost quite a bit of value as well, as did the Mbappe card. So it was a mixed bag all around, but it's good to know that even looking back at it 5 months later, it was still a pretty fair trade for both of us. It will be interesting to go look at this again a year or two in the future and see where these cards are at then. But until next time, thanks for watching. Please give us a subscribe and like this video. We appreciate each and every one of you. And check out Market Movers so that you can do card comps like this on your own. Download the Market Movers app for free in the App Store and give it a try. And until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you back in a few days with our next episode.